Hi everyone, in this lesson we are going to make some basic concept of HTML and CSS, and we are just going to make a very small fragment of this website, which is professionaltutorial.com, and we are going to design and code that part in CSS and HTML, and that will be one of the most amazing experience that you will understand how we are just going to make different section, div and CSS style sheet in this tutorial, and you are going to make exactly that thing, and we will just make everything similar to that one. Let's get started and let's see how everything will go. For that I have to just open my HTML and code editor, and here we will just define a class which should be content, and in content we are just comment that and content, and in between we are just going to write different code. And why I have just written content, because that is the content of the website which will be here, and we will just write different content and it will just display here, and therefore I named that content. And in content, if you can see, we have different materials, like we have thumbnail, we have tag, heading, and we have some sort of that anchor text, and we have a paragraph, and we are going to define everything here in that content. And first we are just going to write h2, and in h2 we are just writing or going to write recent post, and I'm just targeting that one, and recent post, that is the one which I'm targeting, and I'm just giving that h2 tag. And after that we will just come and we will write one more div, and that should be post content, and everything which we are posting here, it will just display in post content. And I'm going to just comment that and post content, and in between we are just going to write that what things which we have in that post content. First we have image, therefore we just target that image, and for that we will just make one more div, and that div should be post image, and we comment that as well, and post comment or post image. And in between we are just going to write what sort of image we have. For example, image source, and in source we will just target, for example right now I will just give random name udemy.jpg. and for width and height we have just to right click in here, and we will find that what width and height we have, and let me just see, and you can see that. Let me just find out. Yes, yeah, and you can see now we have 291, that is the width, and 180, that is the height of that thumbnail, and thumbnail atom thumbnails, and that is 291 or maybe 290. We can just take that 290, and 180 the height is there. Now let's come to the code editor, and we will just write width and height here. Width should be 290 pixel, and the height should be height should be 180 pixel. Okay, let me just come here once again, and 180 pixels, and everything is fine now. And let's see how it looks in that browser. Now you can see, now we have an image, we have recent post, and everything is looking good. We have just marked that one. Now we will come to the next part, and we will just write here one more div, and that should be, maybe, let's see, that should be the description. Now the image, we have just added image. Now we are just going to add different text here, and for that I will just write post description, and we make post description one more, and I will just write and post description. Okay, now here we will just come and we will see that first we have that to tag, and for that I am going to use, we have just learned that in previously that we will use UL and UI, and in UL we are just going to make some list item, and in list item we have anchor text, for example a ref, and we are just going to make that anchor text and now we will write, first we have PayPal and second we have Udemy, and we will write PayPal and copy that one and now paste here and Udemy, and we are going to close that anchor text. And we are going to close UI, but first we have to close that one, the anchor text as well. And here as well, and we are going to close the UI here, and now save that one and let's see. Yes, we got two of them, which is PayPal and the second is Udemy. Now let's do and go forward, and we will make some more adjustment here. And for that we will just continue writing. Next we have the heading of our website, which is that how to receive payment in Pakistan from Udemy. Just I'm going to write that one, and we will also add that here h3, maybe h3, and we are going to write how to receive payment in Pakistan from Udemy and question mark. And after that we again have that two part, and we are going to target that with unordered list as well. Now copy that one and paste here, and we just change that to maybe the author, and the author is Jamshed, and sure it is my name. And we have the second one, which is the date, May 90 and 2017. Now, and next we have a complete paragraph like this one. Then we are going to add that paragraph, and in between we are going to write, I'm going to directly copy that one and paste here. Now continue reading, we will just make that anchor text from continue reading, and from here you are just going to write a ref and you are going to close that. Now save and let's check. Now everything seems good to me, and we are just going to see yes, everything is looking great and amazing, and we have just completed our style sheet. We have just completed our HTML tags and everything is now ready, and we are just going to make our CSS style sheet. But if you are just going to come and see the coding here, we have img source image, which we already defined that in previous lesson, that udemy.jpg, and the width should be 290 100 pixel and the height should be 180 100 pixel. Now we have to target and just put the image in that folder, and for that I have just bring that professionaltutorial.com. You can see that we have that index.html, and in image you can find that now we have udemy.jpg, and you can directly just go and find that and put your image here. And now what else, we are just going to come here and we make one new file and we name that style.css, and now it is style.css, and we are just going to make one universal style code, and that should be margin, and margin should be 0 pixel, auto, and we are going to add padding, which should be 0 pixel, and we are just going to make font family, and it should be sans serif, and save that one. And now come to your website and you can see everything is now on left, and it will be easy for us to install that without any problem. Now again, we are just going to target our content. Now since we have content, we are just going to just target that one, and for that we are going to write dot content, and width should be, now we are going to check and define that how much the width is in professionaltutorial.com. For that we have to just right click anywhere and inspect the element in that website, and we will come as much as, and we will see the width, and let me just find that width. Okay, now yes, we got the width, and it is now you can see that here we have 1100 pixel, and the height should be different, because as much as you want the post should be there, then you can change automatically the height to that much. But we don't worry about the height right now, we are just going to add the width, which is 1100 pixel. Okay, now come to editor, and we are going to add 1100 pixel, and we have and post, that we are just going to target that post, and now come to post, and we have width, and now let's inspect that as well. For example, we have now maybe that one, which is, as you can see here, we have 728, and the height, don't worry about the height. Now 728 is the width. We are just going to add that to editor, 728 pixel, And height should be, for now we are just going to define as well, that should be 600 pixel, and that is for one simple area. And we are just going to add that height for easiness, and we are just going to see that how it will looks. And next we have post content, and we are going to write post content, and we are going to define some height here for post content. And let's see what is the height here. And yes, that is the height, and which is 183 pixel, and I will just add 185 to make it more visibility in here, and it may be good to be rounded. And pixel, and as you can see that we have the border as well, and we can add that border. And for that we are just going to add one more property, which is border, and bottom, which is 1 pixel, solid, and X, and we have DDD. Okay, now save that one, and we are just going to come here and we will refresh that one. Now you can see we have width and height, and everything is looking very nice. And that height, that border is now here. Don't worry about that, we are going to work on this one as well, but for now let's continue. And you can see that in professionaltutorial.com we have that image which is floating towards left, and all other content are floating in the right. Then we have to make that one as well, like the post, which should be float towards left, and the content should float towards yes. And right now we don't have, let me save that one and see what is happening here. Okay, nothing, because we are just going to define that image as well, as we have not defined it already. Then let's do that as well. And we are just going to write that image, post image, and float towards left, and save that one. Or either you can write right as well, but now it is looking all right. And we have to make some padding and margin as well with the post content, and for that I am just going to write padding and 20, top and bottom, left and right should be 0. Now refresh that one, you can now check that top and bottom has margin as well. And again we are just going to define some sort of description and post description, which is in here, and that post description are here. Okay, now for that we are just going to add some more property like post description, and we have width for that as well, width 410 pixel, and we have float, which should be right, and we have font size, and it should be 14 pixel. And now save that one, and you can see now it has a bit more good and right floating system in here. Now again we are just going to add some more property for that sort of things, like we have the color of li anchor text, which is different from here. Now it is light blue, but it is dark blue. Now we are just going to target that one as well, and for that we have post disk alia, and we are just going to make color, and the color should be, you can also find that from description as well, but for now I have just already done that as well. Now you can just right click here and inspect that one, and come here and just take that color and copy paste it in your color li description. Save that one now and come here again, and you can see now it is changing. And further we are just going to do some more functionality, like how we have to just remove that one as well. And we are just going to make text decoration, and text decoration which should be none. And now come here again. Yeah, we have just removed underline as well, and we are just going to add that one post description li, which is display inline, and we will just get that inline, and you can see now it is inline. Now as you can check that in professional tutorial we have that comma as well. Then for that we are just going to add one new property, and that should be something like dot post description, and we have dot post description li, and after, and we have content. We are just going to write content, and that should be comma, and we are padding, we have padding, and that should be 0 pixel 5. Why we are just adding padding? That is because we have some sort of padding here as well. Now save that one and come here, and you can see now it is here we have comma, but that is also the problem that we have in last we have comma as well. Then how to overcome that problem? We have one more property, this is post description, and li last child after, which should be content and none. Save that one again. Now come here, and you can see now the last one doesn't have that comma right now. Now we will target that h3, and for h3 we have post h3 font size, which is 24 pixel, and margin should be 100 pixel, 10 pixel and 0. Save that one now. Now you can check that it is a greater size. Looking now we are coming more into that version of our fragment. Now again we are just going to come here and write h2, and for h2 I have, now let me just check that recent post. We are going to target that one as well, and for that we have dot post h2, and padding should be 100 pixel top and bottom, and 0 pixel left and right. And we have color, same color as we have already used and that is 0087E0, and since that have two same color, therefore we are going to use same color. Now again we are just going to come for font weight, and that should be normal. Now come here again, and now it is looking all right. Again we are just going to come and write post description li, or we have already written that one, and we have one last portion. Let's see what we have right now. Yes, we have some sort of margin in here. In main website you can see more space are there, then we can also target that one. For that we have just post description, and we are just going to say that ul and margin bottom, since we are targeting bottom, and it should be 10 pixel, and one more that one should be description paragraph, which we are going to write the font size should be 13 pixel. Now save that one and come here. Now you can see everything's look good, seems okay, and everything is very nice and great. Now that is how we make any fragment of that website, and we design different materials and things in HTML and CSS without any problem in having a very simple style sheet or description where we are going to get our main website very easily and quickly. And I hope you have learned something from here, that how we design everything systematically and step by step, and everything looks very nice and good. Thank you everyone, and have a nice and great day.